Welcome to Real Talk. I'm Lou and this is Brian. This week we will be analyzing the first round of the NBA playoffs. Let's get it started. Russell Westbrook took the same amount of shots as current scoring champion Kevin Durant in the Oklahoma City Thunder's 111-105 loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. This included the final shot of regulation, which he missed. Is Westbrook shooting this much detrimental to the Oklahoma City Thunder?
I think with Russell Westbrook shooting this much, the Thunder will not be able to win the NBA championship. Kevin Durant's the best scorer in the NBA. He averaged about 32 points per game this season. I'm not saying Westbrook shouldn't get his shots because he should. He's obviously a great scorer. But I think some of the mid-range jump shots that he settles for could be turned into passes that could lead to scoring opportunities for his teammates. So I think if they both shot 28 shots in their Game 2 loss to the Grizzlies. I think if Westbrook shoots around 23 or 24 shots and his teammates have some other opportunities, that's better for the team than him shooting 28 shots.
Well, although Durant is a phenomenal scorer, without Westbrook continually attacking in the paint, KD wouldn't get as good of looks as he normally gets. And I love that Westbrook went for the last shot. It shows some sort of arrogance that he knows he's the best on the court, the best one on the team. All right, now moving on to the Clippers-Warriors series. After stealing home court from the Clippers in Game 1, the Warriors got obliterated in Game 2, losing by 40 points. How do you think this is going to impact the series going forward?
I don't think the Warriors have a chance to win this series. They got lucky in Game 1, I believe, with Blake Griffin getting into early foul trouble, limiting his minutes. They don't have their center, Andrew Bogut, due to injury. I think with Griffin out of foul trouble like he was in Game 2, he's just going to dominate the post. He had 35 points, was 13 of 17 from the field. They can't stop him. The Clippers, I think, will win this game in 5 or 6.
Well, in my opinion, there is no way the Splash Brothers in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are going to have as poor of a game as they did in that Game 2. They're phenomenal shooters, definitely the best shooting backcourt in basketball. And the Warriors are right where they want to be. They have a great home court advantage in Oracle Arena, and they're definitely expecting to win both Games 3 and 4. And back to what you said about Blake Griffin being in foul trouble in Game 1, let's not forget that defensive guru Andre Iguodala was also in foul trouble in that game. Now, moving on to the Eastern Conference, the Indiana Pacers dominated in Game 2 after getting shut down in Game 1 by the Atlanta Hawks. Where do you think the Pacers are in regards to the elites in the NBA this season?
I don't think you can put them in the elite category. The first half of the season, you absolutely could. They played phenomenal basketball, but the past 2 months or so, this team has been completely different. Roy Hibbert has disappeared as far as being a offensive force. He was 1 for 7 in their Game 2 win. They still won. He had 6 points, 4 rebounds. I mean, they beat the Hawks. I think he's going to need to show up if they want to make a run deep into the playoffs.
Well, Brian, I don't consider them to have any chance of contending, even in the East. I consider that locker room completely cancerous now. I expect Vogel to be fired after this season, and I believe a fair share of the blame does belong to Larry Bird. He made an awful trade, trading for Evan Turner this season, who allegedly he had an altercation with Lance Stevenson in the locker room. But you notice, ever since that trade, the Pacers have been on the decline and haven't been winning much. And I expect both him, Stevenson, Turner, and Hibbert to all be gone after this season. Now, moving on, the surprising Washington Wizards swept the first 2 road games in Chicago against the Bulls. Where do you rate the Washington Wizards in the playoffs?
I mean, they're playing very well right now. One thing they're doing against the Bulls is they're not turning the ball over. The Bulls, as we all know, are a great defensive team, one of the best team defenses in the NBA. I think the Bulls had about 10 turnovers the first game and 12 turnovers their second game. I think the Bulls need to force around 3 or 4 more turnovers in every game if they want to come back and win this series. The Bulls are just shooting poorly. They're shot under 43% both games, and the Wizards are doing a great job getting to the foul line. They got there 35 times in Game 1 and 28 times in Game 2. Those are free points, and they're shooting their free throws at a high rate. if they can continue to get to the line throughout this series, I don't think the Bulls are going to be able to win. But if the Bulls can limit their fouls, get turnovers, and get points in transition, they'll have a great shot at coming back and winning these next 4 to these next 5 games.
Now, Brian, this may come into a shock as you, but I believe the biggest threat to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference is the Washington Wizards. Yes, the Washington Wizards. They have great size. They have a mix of great youthful players, great veteran players. The Wiz kids in Bradley Beal and John Wall, both future stars in this league. Nene is a huge catalyst for the Wizards. He's a tough matchup. Gortat grabbing the boards. They're a tough out for any team. Now, that's all we have this week for our final edition of Real Talk. We'll see you guys in the fall.
See you in the fall.